Bengals look to make it a spectacular day by the Bay. Mike Petraglia inside Levi Stadium. Here this afternoon under ideal football conditions, 72 degrees, sunshine, and not a hint of precipitation. The Bengals look to get above 500 for the first time this year. They're winners of 2 straight, of course, also over NFC Western Division foes at Arizona, and of course the win over the Seattle Seahawks right before the bye week, 17-13. Big storyline coming in, the health of these two teams. Bengals are about as healthy as you could expect at this point of the season, week number 8. They're coming off the bye, of course. Joe Burrow is as close to full strength as he's been all season long. Certainly he's still getting treatment for the right calf, but he has been moving around, mobile in practice, and of course he was very mobile against the Seahawks in that 17-13 victory. Also, when you take a look at the health, T. Higgins, he's been battling, obviously, the rib injury suffered on October 1st against Tennessee. He is also much closer to full strength, 100%, if you will. The Bengals are obviously going to need T. Higgins today, along with Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd, to counter a very aggressive, very physical 49ers defense, something that Jamar Chase pointed out during the week. If T. Higgins can get it going here on Sunday afternoon, the Bengals' chances of winning rise dramatically. Bengals 4-point underdogs coming into this contest, and certainly you can understand why, going up against Kyle Shanahan's 5-2 San Francisco 49ers. Big storyline on the San Francisco end of things is their quarterback. Brock Purdy went through concussion protocol this week, but went through it very rapidly. He obviously took the hit from Jordan Hicks of the Minnesota Vikings on a quarterback keeper on Monday night. He was put into protocol, and then on Thursday, he took snaps. Friday, he was a full participant in practice, and Brock Purdy is expected to be the starting quarterback this afternoon for San Francisco. Obviously, if something happens or he's not ready to go at the last moment, it will be Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was the first quarterback that Zach Taylor recorded a win over in his NFL coaching career back in 2019, the 22-6 victory over the Jets way back then. But the here and now, one more injury report to bring you up to date on, and that is Orlando Brown Jr. He will be the starting left tackle for the Bengals this afternoon as he goes up against Nick Bosa, trying to help contain Bosa, Eric Armstead, and the very, very powerful 49er pass rush. Bengals are going to have to obviously keep Joe Burrow upright as much as possible, and Orlando Brown Jr. figures to be a big part of that. How about Trent Williams? He returns today, the Pro Bowl left tackle for the 49ers, and that certainly will be a challenge for Trey Hendrickson. Hendrickson against Trent Williams is a great battle to watch in this game, so keep a close eye on that. Christian McCaffrey, he has scored touchdowns in 16 consecutive games, one shy of the NFL record. He could tie that this afternoon. The Bengals do not want to let Christian McCaffrey run wild. He's going to get his yards, no question about that, but they want to contain him. How about George Kittle, the great three-way tight end? He can pass block, he can run block, and yes, he can catch the ball. He had 13 catches for 151 yards. The last time these two teams met back in 2021 at Paycor Stadium, that memorable 26-23 win over the Cincinnati Bengals. That was the game in which Joe Burrow threw for 250 yards and those 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns in the second half to force overtime. Bengals actually had that 23-20 win, but could not hold on in the end. Brandon Ayuk, who could be a big factor today, he was able to score the game-winning touchdown in that contest as the Bengals dropped that one. The only other time that the Bengals have played in this stadium, they won 24-14 back in 2015. Of course, that was a game started by A.J. McCarron in place of the injured Andy Dalton. The Bengals won that game on their way to the AFC North title. Bengals are trying to get above 500 today, and again, great conditions here by the Bay at Levi Stadium. 72 degrees, maybe a slight breeze, no precipitation, bright sunshine. Should be a great day for football here in Santa Clara. We'll have you covered throughout the afternoon, obviously, on clnsmedia.com and clnscincy.com. Be sure to check out that new landing spot for all of your latest Bengals coverage. Also, follow my youtube.com page at youtube.com/@JungleRoarPod. And as always, we've got you covered on Twitter X at Trags, TRAGS. Enjoy the afternoon of football inside Levi Stadium. Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.